first hear the Grinch story?
I can't remember, but the minute the offer came through, I knew who he was, and I know the story very well. So some point in my youth, I heard and knew of the Grinch, and like all of Dr. Seuss's stories, I think I remember the Cat in the Hat even better. They're so impactful, they're so memorable, and that's their design, both through the language and the illustrations. They're really catchy. They're brilliant for young kids and new readers to encourage their literacy and enjoyment of stories and narratives and stuff that we're hardwired to consume as humans. So yeah, a very iconic character, and I loved him from the first minute, whenever that was, that I first encountered him. So when they offered me the role, I was like, yeah, I'd love to do that.
Do you use any of the old versions in your performance as the Grinch?
No, because I didn't see, I've never seen the old versions. I think I've seen a clip of the Boris Karloff cartoon. I remember the trailer for the Jim Carrey movie, but it's a bad idea, I think, if you're an actor playing a new version of an old character that's already been played by other people, to watch other people's work, because it could influence you and you might end up copycatting, which could get into trouble with lawyers, apart from anything else, let alone, angry Carey fans and Boris Karloff nuts, and it's just not a good look, not a good look at all. Listen, I don't know, maybe I have copied them accidentally. It's such an iconic character, I'm sure at some point we all made similar choices, but one of the joys of it being done is I can now go back to those versions and watch them as well.
How do you relate to your character in any way possible?
Oh, well, I can get pretty grouchy, grinchy, grumpy green when I'm hungry, tired, jet-lagged, all of which can happen very quickly in these interview situations, but I'm going to try and keep my inner Grinch inside. He's not going to come out.
You seem like a very positive and happy person, so
good.
I can hardly see that.
The coffee's working, that's all I can say.
Do you have a Cindy Lou in your life?
Many, thank goodness. I have many Cindy Lou's. Many people who remind me of the joy of life and stop me from getting miserable or grumpy or self-obsessed.
What was your favorite character in your movie?
In my movie, it would have to be the Grinch. It would be. And Max should get a shout out too. He's pretty amazing. I think if everyone had a Max, the world would be a much calmer place. Yeah.
And what was your favorite part about Fred?
About Fred?
Yes.
His odd obsession with whipped cream. With, highly pressured whipped cream going in and out of his nostrils. That's my favorite part. No, in all seriousness, it's loyalty to his family. It's got to be. It's heartbreaking when they reunite.
I loved Fred. He was so, it's just so like, I'm so glad that they added it, because it's just like that. He's kind of like Max.
Yeah.
He's just like the it's with the Grinch, who's like really negative, but then Max and Fred are like so happy
they bring
and
out
so
the good
positive.
in him. There are the Cindy Lou's in his life, really, aren't they? They are the good influences, positive influences.
So was Max, when Max was doing a voiceover,
Yeah.
was there a real dog or was it just sound effects?
Yeah, we had a real dog just sitting there,
Really?
doing nothing much. No, of course not. I mean, that'd be crazy. No.
Oh.
So I mean, this was over 2 years, and there were 2-month breaks between each time, and I saw an illustration of Max at the beginning, and that was it. I think I saw a little bit of animation, maybe 2/3 of the way through of Max, but I was imagining Max for that whole time.
I can't believe I bought that. Okay. What do you like to do on Christmas Day?
Just be with friends and family and shut the door to the world, or go and be with other friends and their families and just enjoy it all together. But yeah, basically all other demands on my time and all other things of responsibility fade away, and it's all about family and friends.
So Cindy Lou is the sweetest, kindest little girl ever. But when the Grinch comes into her house, if you were, you're definitely not, but let's just say you were the Grinch, what would be your excuse for going into her house as Santa?
Oh, this could get quite awkward. It would be to make sure that the chimney was clean. Yeah, it's important. You want a smoky fire on Christmas Day. That can ruin a lot of good times. Everyone coughing and their eyes watering and like this, going, oh God. So yeah, I'd be the chimney sweep. That's what I do, definitely.
Today, we will do mean things, and we will do them in style.
When did you first hear about the Grinch story?
Well, I first heard about it when I was very young, because my dad used to read me all sorts of different Dr. Seuss books, and he read me The Grinch, and he also, and we also like to watch the movie together.
Have you seen the original version, like from way back in like the 60s?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it too.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's a lot shorter than this one, but
Yeah, and it's very different. Like I watched it after I watched this movie, and it's so different.
yeah.
But I noticed that I haven't read the book, surprisingly. But I noticed that some of the lines were like the same. Like maybe that his head wasn't screwed on right, and that his shoes were too tight.
Yeah.
But, so I think they took some of the same ones, but it's very good. What is it like being in the sound booth when you're doing the voiceover?
It's really weird at first because you're alone with only the director and foam surrounding you and a little door in the corner. But after a while, you get kind of used to it because you walk in and you know exactly what you're gonna do and where you're gonna go and how it's gonna work. And sometimes the director wasn't even there. Sometimes he was on Skype. So sometimes I'd just have, most of the time, honestly, I'd have to go into the room and I'd be alone, just in the room with the TV in front of me with the director.
So we know that the Grinch has an adorable dog named Max. Do you have any dogs?
Yes, I actually got a dog only a week ago.
Really?
Uh-huh, and his name is Tex. He's from Texas. He's a rescue, so that's why his name's Tex.
What type of dog?
We're not really sure. He's a mutt, so.
Is he a big or a small dog?
Well, he's only about 6 months, so.
Oh, that sounds so cute.
He's pretty big for his age, though.
Okay, well, it was great to meet you and great to interview you.
You too.